And now, the Musk Minute. Last night, Elon Musk announced a bunch of changes at Tesla, as is the case with Tesla, depending on who you talk to about these changes. It's either the future of the company's success with a lower-cost vehicle, or it signaled another attempt from Musk to extend the life of a company that is short on cash. Yahoo Finance's Emily McCormick joins us now. So, Emily, I guess just start with the simplest breakdown of everything that Tesla announced last night.
Yeah, well,
I know it's a lot.
Yeah, well, the headline, of course, is we now have the $35,000 standard Model 3 base. That's been promised since the Model 3 was first unveiled back in 2016. So we finally have that about 3 years later. But, you know, the flip side of that is now we do have these the cuts to the real estate, to the stores that we're getting for Tesla, and that's a little bit more of the bear case for the company. Right now they have about 130 stores just in the U.S., and it looks like that those are all going to be shuttered.
And the company also said, or the company, Elon Musk said the company's not going to be profitable in the first quarter. Stock's down 7% today. Also, the Model 3 only comes in black. So it's like, all right, well, you could get the Model 3 for 35 grand, but it doesn't really feel like that's the actual thing you're getting, right? That wasn't the deal, that you could only get it in one color.
So I guess the bull case, right, is that Tesla's starting to get its finances in order, or at least making an attempt to go there, because they've already had 2 job cuts. Now you've got this shutting down stores. I mean, how much of a cost savings is that really? And can they bring in more customers with a $35,000 car now?
Right, and there was actually a media call yesterday, and Elon Musk declined to comment on the profitability of this new $35,000 base model. So really,
it's always encouraging.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he completely sidelined, or sidestepped that question. Yeah. So not really sure whether the volume and the demand is really going to be there for this new cheaper car.
I mean, I just keep thinking about concerns, right? They've had layoffs and they keep talking about ramping up production, particularly on this Model 3. And I keep wondering if that is even possible. And again, the profitability definitely comes into play here. How profitable is that $35,000 car? And will they even be able to meet the demand if there is a demand, a large demand for that car?
Yeah, and a lot of the story, I think, for the first quarter and the first half of the year had been getting deliveries online in China and Europe. And now they're kind of pivoting and saying, okay, now we're cutting prices for the car. Now we're trying to maybe boost demand in the United States. So what's really the focus? And I think that's another big question on the minds of investors.
Yeah, and this, of course, we haven't even gotten to their new rental program where you buy a car, you drive for 7 days or 1,000 miles, then you give it back. I would have 2 concerns here. The first is that when you give Tesla the car back, where do you go? Because there's no stores anymore. Are they going to credit you? How long does that take? Because I kind of see it as like a way to creatively recognize revenue up front and then pay it off later, rather than getting people into new cars. But that's just me.
No, I think that's kind of exactly it. I mean, I was just thinking about I could go from Los Angeles to San Francisco and back and still have mileage left over on that 1,000 miles allotment that they're basically giving. So like you said, it really is kind of a good rental program.
If only we had cameras and a crew we could send you to Los Angeles to do that exact thing. You've been assigned. There you go. All right, Emily McCormick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.